So I created this work with the song trapper to kind of reflect of having like unique creations while also working with technology.
Hello, Jakob Kudsk Steensen. It's your first solo show in Paris, second one in France. Why was it so important to introduce the song trapper? Who is he? What is his mission, if he has one?
The song trapper exists in a world where the human voice has vanished. And I created this context for the character because I've been thinking a lot about the advancement of very generative technologies, which in a way removes our personal voice and form of gesticulation. And I did that with this work because for 10 years with my own body I've been going through different environments, but I work as a digital artist. But when I create virtual work, it's actually a very embodied kind of psychological process for me.
I would like to ask you also about your cinematographic background, because do you have images of the classic of the genre like 2001, The Space Odyssey, Dune?
One of my big inspirations is actually a French comic artist, Mobius. So for this artwork, even the main character is a drawing I made with watercolor. And then I used an AI to turn this drawing into a 3D character. But the aesthetics of this reminds more of this kind of mystical 70s sci-fi comic, which is very present in the work. But the work sometimes goes from also feeling more like documentary and then like a drawing or a video game. And through the work, it shifts what it looks like and what it feels like, as the character, the song trapper, is questioning its own existence through the work. So there are even moments where it looks very sci-fi. The character is kind of in contrast to this because it's just sitting and like just hanging out. So I kind of play a bit with the contrast of this, so it's not too serious in a way, just like a playful place. And it was very important in the work to make something where there's nothing spoken at all. There's no voice in the whole work, but everything is through text and body movement.
Yes, the rhythm is very intense, maybe more intense than in your previous videos. And you have worked with a dancer. Could you tell us more about this?
I worked with the motion actor, Louis Vuitton, as a performer in this work. So what I did is that I wrote a story, which you read on the screen. And then we went into a big motion capture studio. I had my text and I read it out loud, the story. And then she performed and rehearsed my movement. So each movement is actually based on me speaking. And then on the second day, we recorded this in one take. So the work in a way, it's virtual, but to me, it's just as much like a spoken word performance where the voice is turned into a body movement. So that's why I work with Louis Vuitton in motion capture. And it's also why I work with the singer Galerie. That's a known kind of electronic, mystical pop singer. They work with the voice a lot of transforming vocals. So the whole work is kind of about transforming voice and body into something new, into something different.
How did the open space of the Fondation Louis Vuitton inspire you?
I was very excited to do the exhibition here in the open space program. And so to me, I really felt like trying a lot of new things, like working with the actor, turning drawings into characters. I also worked with a scent artist to create this smell of a seaweed and also smell from these glands and salamanders. So I wanted to create something new and experimental rather than trying to do like a massive show. And what was also really exciting here is that they call this space a temple. And for my work, I work a lot with music and echo and song in all my projects. And I've been visiting many different religious sites where song and architecture connect to each other. So I really embraced that in this space here by working with the vocal singer Lyra and the sound artist Matt McCorkle to create this musical piece where the voices present and vanishing. There's a tension. There's never a fully formed word or voice at any moment in the work. So there's kind of a conflict of song and space and story.
What is the message of this video finally?
I don't know if the work has one message as such. It's more the experience of me exploring my own reality because I grew up with video games and making virtual worlds, and I go to these places myself. So my worldview is sort of, I grew up with these technologies and in environments at the same time. So for me, it's more work of exploring this, and then I feel very confused or conflicted with how I feel about how strong like generative technologies have taken over our life. So technologies that can just do everything for you versus things in you that you really feel deeply and you want to express. It's all these very strong personal elements that are fused together to create the artwork. And that was very important for me. So I think it's more a statement of making something with a high degree of personal expression while using technology at the same time.